it's time for more Amstrad Action. Tonight we're starting issue number 26. Still a few to go. Another 91 to go after this. So, this for the long haul. Anyway, issue number 26, November 1987. Still £1.25. Britain's leading magazine devoted to the Amstrad CPC 464, 664 and 6128. Not an official Amstrad publication. Keyboard. See what they did there. Two sensational sports events at super prices. Springboard diving, giant slalom rowing, penalties, ski jump, tug of war, tennis, baseball, boxing, squash, snooker/pool, basketball, soccer, vault, swimming, shooting, archery, triple jump, weightlifting, ping pong, pistol shooting, and cycling. Everything. Game Set and Match is available for Amstrad, Commodore Spectrum and Spectrum Plus 3. Available September 21st. $12.95 cassette, $17.95 disc. Here's what we get in this issue. A whole section on MIDI music. More word processing stuff. Still continuing that. Even got C, well, I was going to say C compiler, but I think it's an interpreter. Still, books. I'm sure the games are what we're interested in. At least look at a few of them. Roadrunner, World Class Leaderboard, XOR. That game. Ooh. Scrabble Deluxe even. Showstopper. The PCW show will be over by the time you read this, and the whole industry will be breathing a sigh of relief. The calm doesn't last long because Christmas is frighteningly near, and the software houses are trying to get produce out in time for the big sales period. It's make or break time for many. If they don't have a good Christmas, they won't survive the summer. This Christmas will also be crucial in determining the future of the hardware market. It may well see the final fling of the old 8-bit micros and the emergence of the new 16-bit machines. Obviously, our own beloved CPCs are part of the 8-bit brigade along with the Spectrum and Commodore 64. It's a fairly safe bet that the 16-bit machines like the Atari ST and Amiga will become the most prominent machines over the next year. However, the 8-bit market will only contract gradually, and judging from our usual reader response, interest in the CPCs will maintain a high level for a long period. Yeah, another 4 years, if you're lucky. Perhaps the most encouraging prediction I can make is that soon as there's a mass market for a 16-bit home micro, then I won't be at all surprised to see a 16-bit CPC marketed at a devastatingly low price. On another subject, we're now unable to receive or send mail via Telecom Gold or Prestel, so you'll just have to contact us by old-fashioned methods like semaphore and smoke signals. I'm off for 2 glorious weeks in the sun now. By the time I get back, the autumn leaves will be falling, and hopefully I'll be the same colour as them, golden brown. Good. Thanks, Bob. Here you go. XOR, the Ultimate Maze Challenge. Yeah, we'll be lucky if we get past the first maze. XOR now available. Commodore 64, Disc 1295, cassette 995, Spectrum cassette 795, Amstrad disc 1495, cassette 995, BBC disc 1295, cassette 995. Coming soon for IBM PCs and compatibles. XOR Designer available for BBC and Commodore computers. You spend more to make your own levels, make them easier. Reaction. There's a very heated debate this month on the rights and wrongs of software piracy. I've tried to put our point of view on the subject, so perhaps you'd let us know how you feel about the situation and Sugget's possible remedies for it. Yeah. Viva España. While on holiday in Spain on May 1st, I came across a computer software shop. There was a very large selection of game software for the Amstrad, including many of the top-selling British games, Short Circuit, etc., and many Spanish games, two of which I reviewed in AA July 87, Army Moves and Livingston. The highest price for any of these games was 875 pesetas, which is £4 to £4.50, depending on the exchange rate. This raised two questions in my mind. Why are games so much cheaper in Spain than in England? 2. I'll be returning to Spain later in the year. Can I run these Spanish games on my English CPC, perhaps with the aid of a Spanish-English dictionary? Tony Smith, Birmingham. As far as I know, the software should run on your English CPC. As to the prices, there are a number of possible explanations. They might be pirated, licensed locally, where their overheads might be lower, or the Spanish market may have a well-established price bracket that is different from ours. Indeed, the £8 to £9 price bracket over here has been under threat for some time from the budget houses, and there have been attempts to establish a new bracket at around the £5 mark. You don't see many of those. Bottle glass, 464-6128. You often have letters in your reaction pages concerning the compatibility of the 464 with the 6128. Some of your readers who wish to run software written for the 6128 only may be interested to know that the 464 can be converted into a 6128. I've owned a 464 with DDI1 for some time now. It was my purchase of the DK Trunk 64K upgrade which prompted me to investigate the possibility of converting my machine. I obtained the Amstrad 40025 ROM from CPC Limited, price £21.24. Fitting the new ROM is simply a matter of removing the 6 screws which hold the 464 together. Once inside, locate the ROM marked 40009, remove it, and replace it with the new 40025 ROM. On version A, simply unplug the old one and plug in the new one. Version B has the 40009 ROM soldered onto its PCB and really needs expert handling to replace it with the new one. So earlier PCBs had the ROM socketed, later ones didn't. Fun. I'm happy to report that the conversion is a complete success. On my version B 464 and on a friend's version A, I'm now able to run software such as the Pawn and use commands such as ERA, but with the advantage of the superior 464 keyboard layout. John A. Carver, Romsey. We haven't had a chance to test this method out for ourselves, but we'll be looking into it. In the meantime, we'd just like to remind you that it will invalidate your guarantee and shouldn't be attempted unless you are confident you know what you're doing. Or you could just stick with a RAM upgrade and the external disk drive, and that works for most things anyway. Mostly the basic that is incompatible usually. The hardware is the same. Rather than adding the disk drive, but external disk drive maps to the same place the does on the 6128, so it'll be the same. I joined to forget that Wizball was driving me mad. Oh. Guy here about that complaint you made to Amstrad. Oh no. Sugarman sent himself to sort it out, I guess. Shining Wit. A letter in issue 22 from Turkey, how apt, congratulating you on your mail order service, caused a wry smile to spread over this old careworn face of mine, owing to the fact that my own software has been on order since early May. It's quite possible that your recent move has delayed dispatch, although I strongly suspect that certain elements within your organisation resent the fact that this software was purchased with the help of a voucher, one for a brilliantly witty and intellectual letter in issue 20. It is known as the Oscar Wilde of the 6128 for nothing. I hereby warned that it is my intention to submit a regular stream of similar academic merit, until such time as cries of mercy are heard for all my software arrives. To this end, I demand answers to the following. Is Clive Sinclair on a sugar-free diet? Did your subscriptions lady ever star with Sid James in one of the Carrie Ann films? How do you tell when Bob Wade has been using the 6128? Tipex on the VDU. Oh. Who recorded the country and western hit Stand By Her Man? If Mr. Sugar has been christened Brian Arthur, would we have called this company Bastrad and hoping you could sue the Guardian for the inevitable spelling error? Do I hear shouts of less, or is it simply the thud of software on doormat? Norman Appleton, Aylesbury. Enough already. You already contravened the Geneva Convention by using torture. Hopefully we'll get this sorted out, but if Carrie Ann gets hold of your address, then that thud may be the sound of brick on Norman. Desperate for porn. Oh no. Please, can you help me? I very much enjoy playing adventure games on my Amstrad CPC 464, but as you all realise, the best adventures sold today are available on disc. I speak notably of Magnetic Scrolls and Infocom adventures. This is my problem. I would dearly love to play the porn on my CPC 464. In your magazine, you stated that the porn would only work on the CPC 6128. I take it that this means that if I added a disk drive and a 64K expansion to my CPC 464, I would then be able to load and play the porn, using commands within its program that are known by the 6128 only, e.g. commands like fill. They can be used on the 6128, but not the 464. No, that's if you do that, you do want a ROM upgrade as well. Paul, I'm desperate. Chambers, Tewkesbury. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. You would need to get a hold of a 6128 ROM, which will give you the necessary additional commands. For more info on that, see the letter entitled A Bottle Glass 464 6128. Oh, we already did that. Mega Typist. I'm writing to ask about Amsoft's game Sorcery Plus. Whenever I play and get on the scoreboard, I'm really pleased because I have never been much good at it. The thing that gets me so annoyed that that I never want to play it again is that when I do get a chance to put my name on the scoreboard, I type in Elaine Connor, and when I press return, it comes up as Mega Typist. Please can you tell me why this happens and if there is a way of getting round it? Elaine Connor, Helsby. My guess is that you're unfortunate enough to have the same name as someone at Virgin when Sorcery Plus was being written. This type of hidden message occurs quite frequently, and and aren't always as complimentary as this one. I suggest you type a different name into the scroll table like EC, Econ, or Elaine. Oh boy, we're going on the piracy bit now. Disk piracy. Having written to you in the past about prices of disk-based software, I'm loath to write again, but write I must. At this moment in time, I can think of only 3 software houses that are charging anything like reasonable prices for their disk-based games: Amsoft, Durell, and Players. It seems the only budget software available on disk. Many companies charge as much as £6 more for the disc version of a game, and yet 3-inch discs are available to trade for £2 or less. I know they say that discs have to be protected in small programming time, but when the disc version costs half as much again as the tape version of a game, does that mean they spend the equivalent time protecting the disc? I think not. The latest in protection schemes is the black box beta. For those of you who don't know, a black box is a term becoming widely known amongst a certain bunch of dog-loving hackers for backup utilities such as Imager, Multiface 2, etc. Anyway, many new games coming on the market have been programmed to look and see if such a device is present and to shut down the program if one is detected. If you take into account the fact that some of these particular games are not even available on disk, this need to protect software seems to be becoming paranoid. Mr. M. Lawrence, Bury Street, Edmonds. Was it St. Edmunds? I can tell. I think you're rather hard on the software houses and their protection systems. They have every right to prevent their copyrighted product from being pirated. However, if they won't provide reasonably priced disk software or the ability to transfer a program onto disk, then I can't say I'm surprised at the public's desire for black boxes. This issue would never go away, and it always comes down to individual responsibility. If you have pirated software or been an accessory to it, then you're helping to kill this industry and doing yourself no favours in the long run. On that subject, we've also received the following letter. I don't think your magazine shows much concern for this software industry. You give raving reviews of copying and hacking programs, and you allow these programs to be advertised, you even encourage people to hack into protection mechanisms. Let's be honest, the people I know who buy disk copying programs not primarily for backups of their own programs, I have never had a disk fail, they want to copy programs from friends or from libraries. I think you're two-faced saying on the surface you don't approve of copyright infringement, yet you publish adverts for several copying devices. If a disk is difficult to copy, it's because the software house deliberately wishes the disk to be uncopyable and would supply a replacement in the unlikely case of failure. Do you really think you are being constructive, helping readers to break in and copy? As a programmer myself, I have 100% respect for the honest programmers and software houses trying to protect their ideas from hackers and pirates. Every year the copying programs get more versatile, and now it seems there is no room left whatsoever for an honest, hard-working programmer to copy protect his disks. In your influential position, you could take a much firmer stand in defending the rights of software houses, rather than encouraging your average reader, schoolboy, to spend his time finding ways to copy protected disks. For heaven's sake, Britain has enough problems now. Your magazine is helping foreign companies to break into British software. Foreign companies? Bob McKenzie, Montrose. I'm glad you never had a disk fail, because I have, several times, and it's extremely annoying. Most hacking programs have many potential uses, including pirating, retrieving important lost files from failed disks, or for creating and examining your own programs. The piracy question over tape-to-disk transfers cannot be resolved until tape-based software disappears. All the software houses come up with a satisfactory solution to the consumer's dilemma, as mentioned in the previous reply. Your point about honest, hard-working programmers and software houses is another problem. Quite frequently, games are released which are quite frequently games are released which are simply terrible, People buy them and feel ripped off. The natural human emotion is that if they're being ripped off, why shouldn't they return the compliment? In the end, it's totally unproductive, but it is a two-way street and I can't just ignore it. As for taking a stand, we're here to protect everyone's rights, both the consumer and the software house. I'll let the rest of the readers decide if they care for being described as schoolboys rather than CPC owners. As for your last point, I'm afraid it leaves me baffled. Resetting Wind. Ooh. I recently bought the disc version of Passengers on the Wind through your mail order service. But I've come across a problem. When coming to a dead end in the storyline, the only way I can continue playing is to switch off and then on and reload. Pressing the escape key to restart the episode, as mentioned in the manual, has no effect. This makes playing the game very annoying and is wearing out the on-off switch of my 6128. Please, could you confirm if this is likely to be a fault on the disc? In which case, I will return it to you for replacement. Val Haynes, Leytonstone. There should be no problem with the disc. Pressing the escape key does reset the story, but it doesn't redraw the screen. Therefore, if you start investigating the scenery and characters again, you should find that they have gone back to the start of the story. How do you know it's heaven if it doesn't redraw the screen? Handy. Blew a fuse. I wish to complain about the cheat mode in the magazine last week. I copied out the cheat mode for a game called Jailbreak. After every line, I double checked that it was the same in the magazine. Then when it loaded, it nearly blew the fuse. But I turned it off just in time, and now that game will not load on the same side that the incident occurred. Stuart Walsh, Watford. It's impossible that the poke could have affected your tape because it doesn't try to record anything on it. Tape pokes will never affect the tape itself, and where a disc poke writes to the game disc, we always state that fact and advise you to use caution. Your problem must have been pure coincidence. Helpline outrage. Look here. Shouldn't you be taking a more responsible attitude about software piracy? Oh, God, here we go again. You say that you don't condone it, but on the other hand, you print the names and addresses of potential software copiers. I contacted someone from your helpline list about help in a game and shortly afterwards received a letter blatantly asking me if I wanted to swap copies with them. I know the helpline list takes up a whole page, but shouldn't you be doing your bit to help stop this increasing problem? Simon Andrews, Gosport. Swap copies. That's not piracy, right? Anyone found using the helpline for this sort of thing will be removed immediately. We don't condone piracy, and if you have evidence of piracy, we will act upon it. Helpline is there for people having problems, not for people wanting to rip off software. If there is evidence of widespread misuse, it would have to be withdrawn. Cricket Down Under. I'm writing to you to find out if there are any programs specifically designed for the purposes of collecting, storing, and printing cricket statistics. The type of program I'm looking for would contain game results and figures, also would contain individual career records, etc. If there are any such programs, could you forward a brief outline of the program and any other relevant information to me as soon as possible? Would you include ordering codes if they are necessary? The computer I own is an Amstrad 664 with an Epson LX800 printer connected. Russell Potter, Victoria, Australia. We aren't aware of such a program, but if anyone is perhaps they'd like to send us the details so that we can print them for everyone's benefit. You can even write one yourself and we'll print it as a type-in. Ooh. Here's all a helpline. Amstrad monthly update on what's new on the CPC scene. Stop press. It's stop press. After months of delay, the debugged, rebadged, repackaged, rewritten version of AMX PageMaker is ready. Desktop publishing is viable once more on the CPC. Advanced Memory Systems is desperately trying to shake off the bad publicity surrounding the original bug-ridden package. AMS decided to keep the project going. Gary Allen, programmer of the original, was called in to fix the bugs and add routines previously missed out. After a debugging session involving Alex, Gary, and AMS man John Simpson, the product was ready. During this time, there was a problem over the use of the title PageMaker, already being used by Aldous, authors of the Apple Macintosh PageMaker, and more recently, PC PageMaker. To avoid a court case, AMS rebadged the arrears stop press. Consequently, new packaging and a new manual had to be designed. These are all finished. John Simpson said well over 200 packages have been sent to people waiting for the upgrade, and others are going out all the time. Now's the time to contact AMS if you haven't got version 2.00. We've had a quick look and couldn't spot any bugs. Watch out for a review of the new package next month. Extra, which has also been on the board for some time, has been completed. Over 25 new fonts and 300k of clip art are present on a disc costing £24.99. Stop press is currently available at £49.99, £79.99 with the new Mark III mouse. Upgrades from the original PageMaker are free. Just send the original disk and manual to Advanced Memory Systems. Easy. More RAM expansions. Sound Sense from Siren. Ultrasound is Siren Software's latest release, boasting speech generation, a sound digitizer, and a program allowing you to turn your Amstrad into an electronic keyboard. It sells at £12.99 on disc only. Ultrasound is the most recent in a line of licensed programs from across the channel in France. If the others were anything to go by, then watch out for it. Shoot it up! For a new look in joysticks, try the Terminator. This odd-looking beast is distributed by Robtech at a price of £19.95. Pull the pin and watch the enemy disperse. Stop press, it's Fleet Street Editor. The long-overdue Fleet Street Editor, Microsoft's answer to Stop Press, is due to make an appearance at the Personal Computer World show. This story is being written prior to the show, so going on past experience, we don't guarantee it will be there. The desktop publishing package was first advertised over a year ago, and Microsoft have been quiet about its disappearance until now. Pat Bitton at Microsoft explained, the programmers ran into difficulties when trying to combine text and graphics on screen. This has since been resolved. We simply couldn't drop the package as we have a tie-in with an overseas software house. A preview of Fleet Street Editor will be shown at the PCW. Apparently it works on a 6128 or 465 extra memory and disk drive. At £44.95, enthused Pat, it should give Stop Press a run for its money. Pat couldn't give a precise date for the relaunch, but hopes it will hit the streets around October. Interested? Phone Microsoft. Apparently making desktop publishing apps is hard. Rapid Base. Users of TANdata's new V22 Biz modem, the TM722, have the opportunity of logging in on a special 2400 board test database. Phone that and set your software to 7-bit even parity, 1 stop bit to receive and transmit data with the host modem. Entry password is TANdata. To log off and hit Control-C followed by buy. The TM722 modem works at 2400 or 1200 baud. It can auto-sense the speed of the host modem and adjust itself accordingly. Price is £499. That's a lot. Pac-Man Strikes Back. Argus Press Software were due to show 3 new games at the PCW show: The Tube, Pac-Land, and The Hunt for Red October. Pac-Land is an officially licensed version of the Namco arcade game, in which you are again up against the meanies. This time you have your whole family with you. Power pools and floating fruit are still present, and with the help of magic shoes, you may be able to get to Fairyland. It's due for release late this year. The Hunt for Red October is based on a Tom Clancy book and has you trying to find a Russian submarine. The crew want to defect to the USA in their latest Russian submarine, the Red October. The Tube is another arcade conversion. Apparently it's going to keep joystick wobblers happy. You know who you are. No names, no pack drill. With a picture of, well, I guess is the box art for a game that never showed up. As far as I'm aware, never released. At least this way I can not find any info on it. Eye for an Eye. Software houses experiment with a lot of gimmicks to try to hype their games. This month was no exception. We got a card saying Kelly's Eye number 1 and bearing no other information. We contained our curiosity, and the next day got another one reading, Got the idea. Absolutely riveted with excitement, we awaited the next day's post. Sure enough, there was another one. Enough of this drollery. The purpose behind this nonsense was to alert us to the imminent arrival of the game I. It's a game for 1 to 4 players. According to the packaging, they can be of ages 7 to 107. Ooh. God forbid if you're 108. You're out of luck. It's being marketed in the same yuppie manner as Trivial Pursuit and Kensington, but not having played the board game, we can't tell you much else about it. It's being released by Endurance Games, and some very nifty packaging. Prepare yourselves for an awful lot of silly eye puns in the months ahead. Board games galore. CDS are launching 2 new board games, the Mahjong and Casino Roulette. Mahjong is an ancient Chinese strategy game played with tiles. In this micro version, you can play either against the computer or other players. Casino Roulette is a classic gambling game where you bet on where the ball will land in a spinning wheel. If you do go bankrupt, then you'll only lose computer money rather than your own. You just have to shell that out on the game. Remember when you were young and you received a compendium of games for Christmas? Now Gremlin can supply some of those games for you on their own compendium. Your hosts are the Wink family, and you can play games like Snakes and Hazards, Ludo, and Bingo. Snakes and Hazards is snakes wriggling around the board. Let's hope they're not too realistic. The compilation will cost you $9.99 on tape and $14.99 on disc. Sport for All. Gremlin are releasing a sporting game in the mould of all the sports simulations that have gone before. This version is different in that it features unusual sports such as sack racing, boot throwing, running up walls, and pillow fighting. You're guided through the game by a parrot. I wonder if it's a Norwegian blue. Priced at $9.99 on cassette and $14.99 on disc. Alternative world games can be played by up to 8 players. Tour de Force is a Grand Prix cycling simulation in which you take part in a 5-stage race through 5 different countries. As soon as the starting gun is fired, the race for the yellow jersey is on. The other riders are out to stop you and will stop at nothing to win. It will cost you $9.99 on tape and $14.99 on disc. Ever wanted to be a detective? Now you can. Now you can become Walt Disney's Basil the Great Mouse Detective. Dr. Dawson, Basil's good friend, has been kidnapped, or is that mouse snapped, by the dastardly Rattigan. Basil will deduct his way onto your monitor screens in October at $9.99 on tape and $14.99 on disc. More sport. Motion to release a bumper package of sporting software called Game, Set and Match. The titles are all re-releases and include basketball, Barry McGuigan's boxing, pool, squash, hypersports, tennis, baseball, ping pong, Daley Thompson's Super Test, Super Soccer, and Match Point. The pack will cost $12.95 on 4 tapes and $17.95 on 2 discs. Houston Go Cheap. Houston are launching a new label called Racket. It's a budget label and will be distributed by Mastertronic. Games released will include Drafts Genius for those requiring intellectual stimulation, Rex Hard, which is an arcade adventure shoot 'em up like Powerama, Demon Bashers and Anarchy and Herobotics. The first game to appear on the CPC will be Uridium, due out in late October. The games will sell for $2.99 on cassette. Oh boy. Here in the Flash, Mastertronic's latest releases are Motos and Flash Gordon, and should be on the streets now. Motos has you maneuvering your ship around a solar base where you are trying to bump the aliens off the screen. The aliens object to this understandably and try to return the compliment. In Flash Gordon, you have 24 hours to save the world from the evil Ming. You play Flash in his attempts to destroy Ming in a combat type game. Both are in the Mad range and will cost you $2.99 on cassette. On the Ricochet label, there are 4 re-releases, all of which are old Ultimate games. And these are Nightlaw, Alien 8, Saberwolf, and Nightshade. All 4 of these will cost you $1.99 each, and should be out now. On the Americana label, there are 2 more releases. These are Beachhead 2 and Xevious. Both games should be out now and will cost you $2.99. A Tall Story. Tutors on tall leagues for reasons. Electronic Arts UK subsidiary are to release several games in the coming months. The Bard's Tale is a fantasy role-playing adventure set in and around the city of Skara Brae. It will be out in October on disc and will cost you $14.95. The cassette version will follow in November and cost $8.95. Aliens have invaded Earth and have set up base in the Arctic, where they are converting the atmosphere into something more breathable for them, but deadly to the humans. Arctic Fox is a super tank specifically designed for polar combat. You have to penetrate the force field protecting the aliens. The tank has a heads-up 3D display through which you view the Arctic landscape. The game is due out now and will cost you $8.95 on tape and $14.95 on disc. Defend Waroni. Bugbite are to re-release DEFCOM as a budget game, in that you must regain control of the Earth's SDI satellite defense system, which has been captured by invading aliens. The game will be out soon and will cost you $2.99. The Things Are Coming. Firebird are to re-release another game in their $2.99 range later this year. Halls of the Things was originally released on a disc with the title of Working Backwards. Halls of the Things has you wandering around a multi-level maze armed with a sword, bow and magic. There are, of course, plenty of dungeon denizens to hamper your progress. It will cost you $2.99 when it arrives in November. PHM Pegasus gives you control of a highly maneuverable hydrofoil in which you take on 8 different combat assignments. Armed with missiles, you must seek and destroy enemy vessels as you travel around the world's oceans. Electronic Arts teamed up with Lucasfilm for this game, which is due for release in October. It will cost $8.95 on tape and $14.95 on disc. Unscrupulous. The board game Scruples is now being converted to the Amstrad by Leisure Genius, famous for their other board games of Scrabble, Cluedo, and Monopoly. The game features 230 questions and up to 10 people can play at one time. The game is due out in November. Martial Arts Rodent. CRL are to unleash a fearless martial arts expert in a game called Ninja Hamster. In it, you will find your arch enemies, Sinister Rat, the Lizard of Death, and other adversaries. You can bite, kick, and punch your way through your opponents in October. Tape will cost you $8.95, and disc will cost you $14.95. Bond winners. The judging for this one was tough, but in the end we plumped for the captions sent in by Ray Rentiers from Newton Aycliffe. His three captions were, "Hey, oh Christ, that's torn. They've got crack Julian Lloyd Webber troops." Now don't forget, that's 3 chalk ices, 1 wafer sandwich, and a 99. He's fallen for Q's jet propelled commode. Now where's the blast off button? We can't print all the runners-up captions, but here's a selection followed by a list of 20 runners-up. A. Good job you don't play the piano, James. No, we're not Brahms and Litz in charge of a cello. Wish we'd brought the double bass and then we could have given those 2 guys a lift. Just smile at them, darling. They'll think we're American tourists. Hell, if we had the pictures. Maybe we'll just remember them from the previous issue. B. Hold this while I adjust my wig strap. What do you mean, smell it? If it isn't beep, then why are you wearing a gas mask? Take this money, Bond, and try to get me a hearing aid that fits. Okay, Bond, I'll buy you a penknife now. Cut this thing off my chin. C. I can't get up. I'm stuck on the bloody spike this long. It was great, Mr. Bond. Can we go on the Big Dipper now? Is this your first time test driving a Mini? Are you sure this is a Habitat sofa bed? Okay. Well, you go. Freescape. Driller should be available in soon. And features Incentive's new landscape creating system, Freescape. The system boasts over 20,000 billion views of the lunar landscape. Your task is to release the dangerous gases beneath the moon's surface and avoid the defense system which stands in your way. There are also weird alien mechanisms which allow access to other parts moon. The game will cost $14.95 on cassette and $17.95 on disc. Oh, it's expensive. Ooh. Terror of the Deep, an adventure simulation in the depths of Loch Ness. Will you be the one to save Nessie's reputation and the lives of the Loch Ness locals? Yeah, the Microsoft classics. MIDI music. The world of MIDI is large and not necessarily complex. Richard Montero investigates musical possibilities. Cooling all burners. Super Hang On is on course from Electric Dreams. Yay. MIDI track performer. £129.85 for interface and software. Oh, this includes interface. Good news, user-friendly front end. The best introduction to the world of MIDI. Simple to master. Bad news, price is greater than other systems. Limited to 8 tracks. MIDI interface and DX7 software. Silicon Systems, $59.95 for interface, $59.95 for the software. Good news, real-time editing possible. Simple yet powerful. Over 500 new sounds to give you a DX7. Bad news, operator graphs can't be manipulated directly. An unnecessary rigmarole required to edit the sound. Music Machine, RAM Electronics, $49.95 tape, $59.95 disc. Good news, terrific sampled drum sets, plenty of functions to keep you amused. Bad news, impossible to store or edit MIDI compositions. Awkward to listen to drums and music simultaneously, of little use to the MIDI user. So, word processor section. More tips, tricks, and tactics. Grand way with pin down. Hot tips. Disappearing basic. Trying to ring poke and AE2C, 1 into a basic program, 6128 only. If you press escape, the program breaks, but the listing vanishes, just as if the program had been saved with the P option. Rems and bars don't mix. Another method for overcoming the syntax error message when using the bar symbol is in a rem statement, 464 only, is to place a quote mark immediately after the rem or apostrophe command. Say goodbye. When you've stepped off the tab on one of your cassettes and decide to record over it later, you usually have to hunt for sellotape and place it across the holes. There's an easier way though. Press eject on the recorder. At the back of the left, you'll see a black lever pointing upwards. Push it back and hold it there. Press record. Put the tape in. Hold record down. And finally press play. That kind of defeats the purpose. I'm not sure that's easier either. Also like this guy's name here. Andy Unreadable Surname. Forever error. Type in and run the listing below. Try and correct all the mistakes. It's bound to drive you insane. Looks like it's just messing with the CRTC. Faster speed write. A quicker speed write than Alex Ed's issue 22 is to type that in direct mode, and even within your own program. If you experience write error A, then assign a different value to A. Okay. Problematic. Oh, well, more MIDI. More stuff. Books. Print for programmers. A book for the beginner and one for the advanced programmers. CPM Plus Handbook. Packed with good news, packed with detail, indexed at both ends of the book. The best publication on using and programming in CPM Plus. Bad news, not for the beginner or non-techie. The 40-odd pages on GSX could have been used more wisely. The Amstrad Assembly Language course. $12.50 with tape, $17.50 with disc. Good news, neat having book and tape or disc in one package. Good introduction to assembler, explained clearly and in detail. Bad news, binary and hexadecimal counting systems explained only in the appendix. Price is rather high for a book with tape and disc. Software is just disc. It costs more than that. The big computer show moves north. The 8th official Amstrad computer show. Action, assignment, destruction. It is the way of the jackal. Copyright Konami, 1986. Commodore Disk 1495, Commodore Cassette 895, Spectrum Cassette 795, Amstrad Disk 1495, Amstrad Cassette 895, Atari Disk 1495, Atari Cassette 995. Obviously they mean 8-bit Ataris, yeah? Bob, Decker, Gray and Quint. Another gripping arcade conversion. Yeah, we'll see about that. Program made plain. More type-ins. We'll skim through this bit. Case converter. Well, 2's been converted into a case. Maze. Attention! Every month we receive an office full of type-ins. To guarantee the return of your cassette or disc, please enclose a stamped addressed envelope. No SAE, no return. For as little as £159, you can be the Home Secretary. Printer buffer. More type-ins. Galactic Games. It's rather like the Olympics, but a lot sillier. Good to know. Activision. Don't miss. 5 all-action computer hits. Live ammo. Army Moves. Rambo First Blood Part 2. Green Beret. Top Gun. And The Great Escape. New language? C, Senor. Pat McDonald tests C, the new language from ANA. Will it match the version from Highsoft? ANA C. £49.95, disc only, CPM Plus only. Now you see it. Oh. Good news, compatible with K&R standard, and hence C packages on other machines. Editor is superb. Not overpriced considering the quality. Bad news, beginners beware, manual makes no concessions to you. The interpreter is needed to run any C programs you may write. Highsoft C is cheaper, and in a few respects better. Small Business Booster, Small Traders Pack, SD Microsystems, £24.95, disc only. Good news, the simplest to use package of its kind. Has the lot, from sales ledger to stock control. Price goes down a treat. Bad news, error checking not perfect. Press escape and you lose all your data. Oh no. Can't hold on enormous amount of data. Sales Invoicer Pack. SD Microsystems, £14.95, $9.95 if purchased with pack. Disc only. Good news, simple to put into operation, reasonably priced if you haven't got traders. Bad news, poor error trapping, limited by lack of memory space. There's many features offered by Traders Pack. There we go, we got to the games finally. Okay, action test. This month's software is pretty thin on the ground, hence the small number of raves. It's due to software houses holding out for launches at the PCW show. That means that next month should be a bumper month for games, and hopefully there'll be more rave material amongst them. This month's master game, XOR, is an unusual maze-type game with devious puzzles to solve. The raves are Scrabble Deluxe, which has an increased difficulty of 20,000 words, and world-class Leaderboard, the latest incarnation of the best-selling golfing simulation. There's also the game with the risky title of How to Be a Complete... Go on, guess. Virgin may be getting some flack for this one. The observant amongst you may notice an H appearing in Gary's initials from this month. The reason for GB becoming GBH is unlikely to become clear now or in the future, but it's probably to keep pace with RPM and CJB. Anyone for 4? Our first game is Roadrunner. A US Gold, $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc, joystick or keys. Last month had several games based on cartoon series, and this month Roadrunner joins them in another arcade conversion. Roadrunner does his best, however, with the ever-hungry Wile E. Coyote, who is partial to Roadrunner and chips. As Roadrunner, you have to beep your way across 4 different levels of right-to-left scrolling arcade action. The 4 levels are loaded one at a time from cassette or disc. You have to collect the seed which lies on the road while avoiding Wile. That's good. And many other hazards in your way. If you miss 5 piles of seed during a level, then you will faint and lose a life. Wile E. Coyote tries to catch you by using gadgets from the Acme company in the same way he did in the cartoon series. On the first level, he chases you on foot. On level 2, he chases you on the back of an overgrown firework and on a pogo stick. Level 3 has him back on foot. Level 4 has a crevice where Wild flies after you with a jetpack on and throws dynamite at you. If Wild is not using another gadget and he's left so far behind that he disappears off the screen, then he puts on a rocket-powered skateboard and uses that to catch up with you. The game features hazards which can kill either you or Wild. Bonus points are scored for Wild being killed. The first level only has trucks on it, which drive on from the left side of the screen. Later levels introduce the other hazards of mines, boulders, crevices, and cannons. Mines explode, killing whoever steps on them. Boulders and cannonballs kill whoever they hit. All three of these hazards, and the dynamite thrown by Wild, leave a tastefully charred body on the screen if they hit. Crevices have to be jumped, otherwise you lose a life, and they're particularly difficult when dynamite is being lobbed at you. Things aren't all bad. Lemonade causes you to stop while drinking it, but also gives you bonus points. Whenever you lose a life, you're taken back towards the start of the level by Wild, but thankfully not always right the way back. Each of the 4 levels of the game have different scenery. After the 4th level, the scenery returns to level 1, but this time there are extra hazards. The first level has a shortcut which can be used when restarting a game to reach the last level you are on. Bonus lives are awarded every 10,000 points. There's good use of colour in the game, although the actual playing area is small. The scenery scrolls smoothly, and the sprites are clearly identifiable. There are no tunes in the game, but the spot effects are good. The game has a lot of the atmosphere of the cartoons, but is let down by poor collision detection. Another minor irritation is that if both you and Wild are killed at the same time, Wild always recovers first and you lose a life. Not a classic, but bound to provide many hours of fun. First day task score. Complete the first 4 levels. And let's finish the loop. Second opinion. The animation is delightful. Little leggies whizzing around at high speed. The gameplay is a lot of fun, but it can't be described as difficult by any means. The only really testing part is getting over the crevices, and it captures much of the flavour and atmosphere of the cartoon, but once that wears off, you'll find it gets repetitive. Green screen view, no problems beeping away in green. The verdict. Graphics, 83%. Nice how a charred remains are left when you or Wild explode. Smooth scrolling. Sonic's 52%. Only spot effects. Grab factor 78%. Great fun trying to get Wild killed, but frustrating when he drops you back towards the start of the level. Staying power 70%. Things get difficult after only a couple of levels. Only 4 basic levels to travel along. A rating 74%. A good game which could have been excellent with a bit more work. Okay. Now we get to play the game. Just start something up. Right. Version by Canvas, copyright Atari Corporation, Warner Brothers, 1985. Cursor keys to move, spacebar to jump. P to pause, space to start. 0 to start game. Switch to start, space or 0. Space does nothing. Okay, let's go. We're going to wait for the level to load, of course. Doesn't load them all in at once. Not an ocean game. Road Runner, press any key to start. Shortcut, can we take the shortcut now? No, because we haven't had a previous game. Oh! Got hit by the truck. The truck just blinks out of existence. Well, that was a good start. There's another one. Oh. Well, that's a good start. Give me a chance to get out of the... Can we restart? Let's just restart. This would be better. Here we go. Try again. Can we yeah, we can restart now. There we go. We can just take the shortcut again. Just the once. No, missed. No. Oh, first stage is pretty straightforward. Got him. Ooh, that's close. Level 2. Road Runner, press any key to start. We'll see that way, we'll see. Well, I missed that seed officially. Kind of mean. Oh! Well, Sonny's on his springs. That's not a pogo stick. He's just got springs on his feet. How far is he going to take me back? I think it's just here. Yep. Oh, jeez. Here, get away from me. Level 3. Road runner, press any key to start. It's probably just easier just to keep them on screen. Pick it up. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, missed. Level 4. Oh, it's sticky stuff. You can just jump. Boulders from out of nowhere. Oh, here's this bit now. Jesus, but is this bridge? It's a bridge, apparently. Presumably. Level 5! Level 5 is just going to be level 1. But with extra hazards. Shortcut. Right, mines. Oh, jeez. Dead. But I'm still dead, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, got 1,000 points for that. And he's dead. There's your lemonade. First time that appears. Boom. Ooh, good jump. Oh, it didn't jump. Didn't jump. Okay, it's not jumping half the time. It's going to be fun. Jumping over mines in tight spaces. Oh, and did it again. Didn't make that jump. I hit every damn mine, aren't I now? Oh, got past that one. Oh, come on. Disagree. We could go over that mine again. Level 6. Ugh. sure I can leave that. I can leave that bird seed up there. Oh! I went up at the wrong time. Back to the beginning of the stage. Oh. Well, timing. Thank you. You get the seed now. Just like that. Oh! Is that it? Lives one last one. Nope. Oh, stop me while I was drinking the lemonade. Yeah, well, thankfully this isn't analog controlled. I'm not really sure why you'd make the game analog control, but anyway, so we'll leave it at that. You saw the whole game. It's only 4 levels. You go on to the next game. Next game is World Class Leaderboard. US Gold, $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc, joystick or keys. Here it is, the long-awaited World Class Leaderboard. Could they improve on the previous versions? I thought so, and they have. The changes are fast, so read on. The tape version doesn't have practice putting or driving. The disc version has. The data for each hole is loaded separately. This makes for difficulties when rewinding to hole 1. There are 3 different skill levels: professional, amateur, and kids. The differences between the 3 skill levels affect play on both the fairway and the green. Wind affects only the professional, while snap affects both professional and amateur. Kids level is affected by neither of these. On the putting green, the professional does not have the advantage of the power bar, though the amateur and kids get the bar, but not the distance indicator, which usually surrounds it. The basic game mechanism is the same as in the previous incarnations. You choose a club from a collection of woods, irons, and wedges based on the distance required in one wind direction. You then have to aim the shot and determine its power and spin, hook or slice, by timing the swing and the snap of the wrists. Once you have reached the green, you automatically switch to a putter, and the slope indicator effectively replaces the wind in altering the shot direction. The other differences are in the drawing of holes. This version has rivers, bunkers, and trees. Wow! Thankfully these additions are not drawn as slowly as the previous versions. They seem to be drawn faster. At last, there are fairways and rough. The holes actually look like real golf holes, and they've kept the great animation of the little golfer at the bottom of the screen. They've also kept the system of redrawing the hole from the golfer's eye view. If your shot happens to hit a tree, the ball will drop like a stone to the floor. Realistic, eh? I can't tell you what happens if you land in the water, because I was never bad enough to land in the river, he says, shining his fingernails on his shirt. One nice new addition is the ability to view each hole from overhead before playing a stroke. This gives much more detail than the old instruction diagrams and gives you a much better feel for the course. You know those little annoyances that seem to creep into most games? Well, guess what? There are a few in this. You know what it's like. You've played what seems to be a superb drive and suddenly the wind grabs it and it heads for the rough. Your blood boils and you reach for your 3-iron. You address the ball hurriedly with the intent of smacking it halfway around the globe. You lift the club and wind up all the strength in your body and whack! You smite it a mighty blow, taking most of St. Andrews with it. As the ball moseys slowly over the rough, you congratulate yourself in a perfectly judged shot, expecting it to land somewhere up the fairway. Suddenly, to your horror, the ball increases in speed as soon as it starts to fly over the fairway. Before you faint, you see it shoot past the green and embed itself in the trees. Well, it's a great game with the best graphics from a golf game yet to recover Arnie's eyes. So it's good gameplay with the bags of appeal for the whole family. It's easy to get into, and yet it still allows for a harder game. There's nice animation of the little golfer at the bottom of the screen, and it redraws every screen from his eyes. It has trees, bunkers, rivers, fairways, and rough. If the US Gold bring out another one, I don't want to review it. Just save me a copy to play, please. First day target score. Go round and par at kids level. The verdict. Graphics 86%. Trees, bunkers, rivers, rough, and fairway. Drawn very quickly. Sonics 22%. Same old kitches and clicks. Grab factor 85%. New courses to get to grips with. New obstacles to overcome. Staying power 87%. 3 skill levels to keep you going. Tedium ad infinitum to rewind the tape to hole 1. AA rating 84%. The best of the lot. Please, no more variations. Oh yeah, second opinion. I suppose you read that, huh? I've always been fond of golf games, even that old fogey Ames Golf, so naturally this is a great favourite of mine. The additional features turn what was a good game into a classic. The gameplay hasn't really changed, but the overall feel of the game is much more realistic. If you've already got Leaderboard, it's certainly worth a look. And if you haven't got a golf game then this is the one to get your mitts on. Green screen view, not great, but playable. Alright. So play this now. Get some golf. Cracked version. Another game by Canvas. Click course A, B, C, or D. We'll go course A. So 2, press space. Time to flip the disc. Number of players, 1. Name for player 1. No. Level. We'll do kids just because we're losers. We're going to suck at the game. Cypress Creek. Get on with the trees. So how do we get the overview? Sounds. P, whatever that is. Pause? I don't know. How do we... Oh, he's swinging. There it goes. Oh well, that was terrible. It wasn't going to go well. I'm trying to figure out how to get the overhead view. Oh. There you go. Oh, it's gone again. Can we redraw the screen again? There's Y to get the overhead view. Oh, and it's gone again. You have to hold Y for that? That seems weird. Okay, there we go. Okay. If I hit it straight, I'm going to hit a tree, aren't I? So I can set it this way a bit. Oh, that's terrible. Terrible power. Oh, whatever. Just getting it back into the fairway, aren't we? Here we go. Should be enough. Yeah, there you go. It's a tree. Stops dead. Just like the real thing. Ah. Okay, let's see if we can get this on the green here. Is that much? Is it too much? No? Okay. We're on the green. I'm only guessing what distance these clubs are supposed to be going. I'm sure the instructions provide that. 40 feet. I'm going to go to the right. Oh, too much. I thought it might have been not enough. Not enough to the right. The slope kills me. I don't hit it hard enough. It's going well. Did it go in this time? No. Again, I did not hit it hard enough. Oh no, I'm on to the next stage. Good. 452 yards, huh? Bonk. Bonk. $172, so 452 is 280 yards. It went. 5 iron. I'm guessing again. I'm guessing that's nowhere near enough. Oh no. Oh no. It seemed close. Right in front of a tree. How did that happen? I seem to think this did not happen. Shouldn't have happened here. I have to hit it around the damn thing. I don't know where this tree came from and how it got in front of the ball. That's too much. Way too much. Oh, jeez. Oh, maybe I should look up these instructions. Find out what the distances are for these stupid clubs. Let's see. The power indicator on putting is 8 feet per notch. Oh, here we go. Select the club. One wood is 271. 156 to 271. Pitching wedge is 11 to 83. Okay. That should be enough. Oh, jeez, it just dropped. Okay, now we should be putting. Five, so not quite. Did I need more juice on that? Apparently. 2 feet. Yay! This is going well. Okay. Oh, it's T to show this. Okay. So where's these notches? It's 398. So 400 is it? So this is at 250. So I hit it 250 yards. Check manual. 3 would do 245. Whee. Bonk. Bonk. Perfect. Okay, 163 yards. What do I need for 163 yards? Well, 6 on will do 169. 7 on will do 153. I think it landed in the bunker. Well, it's a good start. It's 25 yards. Okay. $12. Oh, that's too hard. It's supposed to be 8-inch. 8. 10 feet. That'd be too slow. Too, not enough. Oh, it's too much? Oh no, it's good. Next. Oh, look, water hazard. 228 yards. Oh, do you think we'd be lucky enough to actually get it in there? 228 yards. What club do we need for that? 1 iron. Uh-oh. Well, guess not then. Oh, do it again. Oh, just do it this direction. Should clear it, hopefully. Uh-oh. Oh, made it. 50 feet. Job for the pitch wedge. Probably just that much. Okay, maybe I need a little bit more power. $13 feet. Oh, yeah, good part. Yeah. Oh boy. So they're using trees as walls. 511. It's 300 feet. So yards, 300 yards. Stupid imperial measurements. Okay. About 300. So yeah, the one would only goes 271, so that should be okay. Though it might not stay on the fairway. Oh no. Okay. Oh Jesus, trees. 236. For the one iron, it's 220. It's gonna hit that tree right in front of me, I bet. It's gonna go, probably hit the tree over there instead. Donk, like that. Donk. These trees are solid. Yeah, the trees are in front. 73 yards. Pitching wedge was it 88? 83. It was not 73 yards. You should have less power on the on rough, I guess. Oh, come on. I presume it does. It's approximate range of each golf club. Let me say, so to check your club. When using your pitching wedge, make sure you have read whether the distance to the hole is in yards or feet. Anyway, we're on the putter at least. 53 feet. It's going to be fun. It's going to slide a lot too. 哦。That's a putt. $417 yards. This is straight. Just hit it. Ugh. $137 yards. $138 for the 8 iron. It's a little short, perhaps. That's well short. Is this game lying to me? I mean, it says approximate, but... 5 feet. Oh, jeez. Not enough curve. $14 inches. I miss. I just missed that. That went in? Did it go in? No? 2 inches! 2 damn inches. Sheesh. Picky. We'll go for 9 holes on this, I think. And we'll move on. Let's see. That map again. That should be alright. Go. Oh, come on! I question the collision detection on that tree. Let's just nudge it to the left a bit now. Okay. Let's check our map again. Uh, 200. 200. So we'll shorten this a bit. 3 iron does about 200. Oh, might be too much. I'm worried I'm going to be stuck in between trees or something. No? Oh, we're lucky. 88 yards. 9 inches. 9 iron. Does 117. Oh, good. Missed the tree at least. Which it not make it even close. Yeah, look at that. Okay. feet. Nothing that's close. Should be close. 2 feet. Eighth hole. Oh no, water! This is going to be fun. See how many penalty points we give for hitting the water over and over and over. 180 yards. 5 iron does 181. Yeah. Watch it fall right into the drink. Oh no! Oh, hit the flag! Take out the damn flag. Eight feet. Plus a little bit because it's going uphill. Perfect! Did we get under par for a change? Did we get a birdie? Oh boy. Yeah, we got a birdie. Woo! Check this out. So 250 yards to the turn there. So you would. Oh no, it's too far left, I think. Distance was alright though. It's important, I guess. 287 yards. Straight. Sure. Watch it hit a tree or something stupid. Oh, no, it didn't. Didn't hit a tree. How about that? This is the 9th hole, okay. Just flat to the left, to the right there. Oh, I can't turn it left anymore. 29 feet. Oh, too much. Oof. Feet. Yeah, we got into the birdie somehow. Somehow we're getting better at the game. 450 yards, huh? Oh, it's 9 holes. We'll leave it at that. We finished 14 over. Excellent. We're good at golf. Back to the magazine. Get on with these games. Next game. Okay, look, Fire Trap. Set your computer alight with Fire Trap. Fire Trap scorched its way through the arcades. Now it's ready to burn its way onto your screen. If you've got cool hands, get ready to climb the burning skyscrapers, putting out fires as you go to rescue the people trapped inside. Fire Trap is hot. Here's your dude, Mr. Fire Trap. I guess, I don't know. Commodore 64 128 cassette, $9.99. Disc $14.99. ZX Spectrum 48K to 128K and plus $9.99. Amstrad CPC cassette $9.99. Disc $14.99. Mail order Activision UK Limited. Trademark and copyright 1986. Data East USA Inc. Electric Dream Software authorized user. Alright, next game is Sidewalk by Infogrames. $9.95 cassette, $14.95 disc, joystick keys. I've played this game before and I've forgotten everything about it. Hanging on the telephone. The latest game from Infogrames is unusual in that it is a monochrome. Some software houses do this by accident when converting Spectrum games, but this time it's deliberate and indicative of the current innovative nature of French software. But is it any good to play? In this adventure-type game, you have to recover the parts of your stolen bike and buy some tickets for a concert before your girlfriend goes without you. The screen is split into 2 areas. The top part shows you a view of the part of town that you're in, and the bottom shows you how much of the bike you have collected. If you meet anyone while wandering around town, you'll be given a choice of 3 things to do. Fight, talk to them, or run. Talking to them gives you a chance of several things to say. These either gain you useful information or insult whoever you are talking to, causing them to attack you. This would seem to be for those who like a good argument to warm them up for a fight. Parts of the bike have been distributed between the lowlifes in the town. They can be relieved of anything that they are carrying by beating them up. Very subtle. Beating people up is done in the same style as most combat games, whereby you can perform a number of fighting moves. These include a headbutt, punch, or kick. When in combat, two beer glasses appear on screen, one yours and the other your opponent's. The level of beer lowers each time you're hit, and the one who runs out of beer first loses. The winner gains whatever the loser was carrying. If you are hit when you have no beer left in your glass, then you die and you have to start again. Beer can be regained by going to the bar and topping up on your favourite pint, which is free. My kind of pub. At the start of the game, you have £50. This increases or decreases according to your actions. You must have enough money to buy the tickets for the Band-Aid concert, which you are going to with your girlfriend, or she's going to be very upset. At any time, you may visit the telephone box to call your girlfriend and reassure her that you will be there soon. If you have not reassembled your bike, picked up the tickets, and picked up your girlfriend by 7:30 p.m., then she will have gone with John. The graphics are black on white and a high resolution. The detail on the graphics is good, particularly the close-ups that you get of the people you meet. The streets are well designed too, but the animation during combat is not very good. Different tunes are played according to what you do in the game. Tunes for winning, losing a fight, wandering away, and entering certain locations. The game is original in many respects, and the graphics are good, even if they are monochrome. The thing that makes the difference with this is the music, which really does add some atmosphere. First aid target score, collect 3 bits of the bike. Second opinion. Here we have another French game that is packed with original ideas and concepts. Unfortunately, it's still lacking in that crucial element, gameplay. It will certainly keep you amused for a while, but the task isn't tough enough. It really needs a bigger playing area and more tasks to make it a better game. Green screen view with 2 colours, what problems could there be? The verdict. Graphics 75%, detailed graphics, only in black and white. Sonics 87%, great tunes played throughout the game. Spot effects are plain. Grab factor 73%, original and unusual game. Difficult to play until you know what you are doing. Staying power 66%, repetitive gameplay. The town is quite small and there are not many people in it. AA rating 70%, an original game, which is a change. Okay. Sidewalk, produced by Infogrames, copyright 1987. The Infogrames Armadillo, what's a strike? Over £50. Rock. Height 5'8". Weight 10 stone 7 pounds. 14 stone 3 pounds dressed. Features has a stronger punch than the others. Let's run. No, but just. Oh, what do you know about a stolen bike? Nothing. Yeah. Ah. What's the time, please? You've got to watch Bird Brain. Yes, I do. Okay, well, let's go and run in circles now. Go this way then. It's a bargain. Gotta watch Bird Brain. Oh, okay. Height 6'2". Weight 13 stone 8 pounds. Features expert with a flail and has a bad temper. Have you seen my motorbike? No. You got part of my motorbike? I'd advise you to clear off. Hey darling, what are you doing tonight? What have you got for sale? It's better for £5. Sure, okay. No, I don't want to fight. Oh, jeez. Oh, you just knocked me out of the screen, huh? No, I just... I'm dying. And dead. I've lost all my money. Okay. Got a berry filled. Give me that or I'll hit you. Hey! I got £1.30 back. I got one part. nose, get lost. I didn't want it. One. Free beer. What do you know about a stolen bike? Nothing. Height not known. Weight underestimated. Warning. When you next meet him, all of your requests will be ignored. Okay. Bye. Who's a phone booth? Hi, it's me. I'll be with you soon. I'm sure you got some business. Hi, it's me. I'll be with you soon. Hurry up or I'll go without you. You could shop on the corner. Oh, okay. Where's your headbutt? How are you doing tonight? Have you looked in the mirror lately? Oh. You're getting on my nerves. Get lost. Man, the flower sent me. You didn't give me that or I'll hit you. Expert with a flail and has a bad temper. Oh no, dead. There goes all my money. Yeah. Oh, dead. Restarting. Alright, try again. Punk, bring me the goods. The wheel. There's a tickets record shop. Ooh. Got any motorbike wheels? Yes, one for £5. The wrestler sold me. Perfect. You dummy, it was you who stole my bike. Well, didn't help me. very soon. Be careful, darling. Oh. Oh, jeez. Former sumo wrestling world champion fired from sumo club for injuring referee. So surrounded here. Here's the bar. That's what I wanted. You know about stolen bike? Nothing. For you to clear off. That's not suspicious at all. Bring me the stuff. Here we go. Here's your 3 parts of the bike. Got a first aid target score. Probably was down a dead end street. This dead end street, I presume. Well, not there. Okay, you get right nerves, get lost. You didn't give me that or I'll hit you. I won somehow. We find that pub. It's 4 pieces. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, indeed. Anyway, we get the idea. I'm sure I've done a playthrough of this before some time ago. So, if you want to see the whole thing, probably try to find that. Let's see. The magazine. Next game. Oh yay! It's how to be a complete bastard. One of those games. Oh boy. How to Be a Complete Bastard, Virgin 895 cassette joystick keys. Anyone likely to be offended by bad language and gutter humour should skip this review and go straight to the ratings box. Everyone else, obviously, had a misspent youth and can carry on reading, making schoolboy sniggers in all the right places. Fans of the Young Ones TV series will undoubtedly remember Adrian Edmondson, who played Vivian. Last year he published a book with a refreshingly down-to-earth title, How to Be a Complete Bastard. Now, in similar vein, we have the game. You play a character by the name of Aid, who has gate-crashed a yuppie party. Being your usual obnoxious self, you decide to drive everyone away from the party by doing nasty things to people. The screen is in two main parts, which are the ometers and the room display. The room display is split into two windows and is described as Bastard Vision. Good. This allows you to see the room from two different angles. The view in each of the windows can be rotated so that you can have the same view in both windows, but that would be pointless. Much like the game. It would be pointless, much like the game. There's a full stop there. Can't tell. Around the playing area are 4 meters, which are the drunkometer, weeometer, fartometer, and smellometer. These all start the game at 0 and build up according to your actions. You start the game in hallway and move around under joystick control. In every room, there are objects which you can do various things to, most of them not generally recognised in polite society. To do something, you walk into the object and, while holding down the direction key, you press fire. A menu will appear from which you can choose an option. By doing bad things, you score points. And if you do something really nasty to a guest, then he/she will leave the game permanently. This causes one of the letters at the bottom of the screen to light up, a sign of true bastardliness, if ever there was one. The nastier you are, the more letters that will light up. The letters light up if you do something like put itching powder down someone's back, but the light will go out again after a while. To complete the game, all the letters must be lit up at the same time. You can only carry 2 objects at a time while playing the game. The matches and the hammer can be used destructively, and these are 2 of the objects that can be used many times. The guests and you are plain looking, poorly animated, and move around slowly. The rooms are drab and uninteresting, little more interesting than changes in the wallpaper. There is a good title tune, but in-game sound is restricted to bodily emissions of a gaseous nature. Blimey, nobody smoke. A small tip here, don't blow off in the kitchen or you'll become part of Ronald Reagan's Star Wars project. Juvenile humour is basically what this game is all about, and in that, it does its job well. After a while, you'll get sick of the laboratory humour, and then the game will then end up gathering dust on the shelf. If you ever complete the game, then I doubt very much that you'll ever play it again. And don't forget to send any complaints to Virgin and leave the reviewer well out of it. First day target scored 20,000 points. Toot is aghast. Second opinion. Well, I must admit I laughed my condoms off at first. Finding a condom and being given the option to put it on my head is not something I've done before. However, once you've made a few giggle-stricken discoveries, it does get tedious. A few comical graphic effects, speedier gameplay and more sophisticated humour wouldn't have gone amiss. It might give you a few laughs, and it's the only game where I've ever turned into a gas cooker, but generally it's pretty forgettable. Green screen view. It can be a beep and green too. Bite Neil, he's strawberry flavoured. Right. Oh. Save this one for late night. Hopefully no one gets offended by this. Here we go. Oh, there he is. There he is. Coding Graphics, Sentient Software Limited. Got bastard points. Yeah. Let's get this over with. Let's get this over with. Yep. Here we walk around. We find items. What could be in these jackets? Search it. Well, here's a condom already. Eat it, throw it, take it. We'll take it for now. Coat. Nothing here. Pack of fags. Eat it, squash it, throw it. Eat it. Minus 52 points. Yuck. This isn't chewing tobacco. Pin. Take it. I know what to do with a pin. Search it. Nothing here. Okay, we're some unlucky person. Should look more at the top screen. Here you go. Stab her with the pen. The guest screams in agony. There you go, little Anita. 464 points we've got. Ooh. Stand. You can see an umbrella. Here's an umbrella stand. How about that? Take it, open it. Don't you know that's bad luck? Now a gas cooker. It's because this is what happens when you open an umbrella indoors. Obviously. We're in the kitchen. There's a washer in the kitchen for some unknown reason. Dirty pants? Wear them. Good job this is plastic. Cooker, search it. Curry. Eat it. Don't eat all of it. That does not end well. Basically you explode or something. What is in the fridge? Monster Get Pissed Fast lager. Ice cubes. Drink it, drink all of it. Well, we'll just drink a little bit. Ah, the nectar of the gods. Don't drink all of it, we will start spinning. Oh, it's there. Through this door. Piano. Do we get to play the piano? Play the piano! You play the piano. Everyone's gone. See? What is in this bookshelf? I wonder. Oh. Nothing. Search it. Girly book! Tear it up! Rip! Is that the nearest you can get to origami? Oh. Hi-fi, search it. Party record, classical record, tape. Classical record. Smash it. Smash it into smithereens. Party record. Throw it. It disappears into the distance. We're having fun, aren't we? Anything on this table? No. Shoots a garden table. Burger, sausage, and plonk. Eat them. Yuppie food. Lose bastard points. Oh. Sausages are yuppie food? Burgers are yuppie food? Drink the plonk. Ah, you spit it out all over the place. Sausage. Throw it. Disappears into the distance. Barbecue. Search it. Baked potato. Charcoal. Charcoal. Throw it or take it. Disappears into the distance. Baked potato. Eat it, squash it, throw it, take it. Eat it. Yuppie food. Lose bastard points. Oh. Say baked potato. Doing nothing. See. Got a condom. Yeah. Can't do anything with it. This way. Back into the kitchen. His head upstairs. Gotta be fun upstairs, doesn't there? Blanket, sheet, blanket, wear it. Yum, this is good. What? Sheet? Take it. Do ghost impressions. Oh, I'll wait for someone to be here. What? Soak the guest didn't. Okay, I think the game broke. Yeah, the game broke. Game broke. So I don't think that was supposed to happen. Cupboard, search it. Sneezing powder. Take it. Take the sneezing powder. Itching powder. Do nothing. I'll give someone the sneezing powder. Do nothing. Come on. Do nothing. Stuff the powder up his nose. Tomato! Yeah, I think the game broke. Let's go get itching powder. Let's find someone to use this on. Oh, hello. Hose. Yeah. Game did something stupid. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Anything? The bed? No. Anything here? Shoot! Weird. Yeah, I did that again, huh? I think this crack might not be good. Look at that up here. Bathroom. Squeeze your zits. Squeeze your zits. You just keep doing this for 3 points. If you want 20,000 points that badly, you can just do this over and over and over. Pills, medicine, laxative. Take them. What can I do with these, I wonder? Oh, can't do nothing. Urinate. Oh. Search it. See, loo roll. Throw it. Yeah, I think this might be a little buggy. Toothbrush, toothpaste, soap. Eat it! Toothpaste. Eat it! Guess this is Wally. Yeah, that's correct. Toothbrush. Smash it. Just busters in the sky. Okay, whatever. Whatever, dude. Yeah. Well, can I search this painting? Stairs? Nothing here. Go downstairs. Yeah, this way. Brick. And do nothing. Do nothing. You can go to the. You can get rid of objects in these bins, if I remember correctly. Empty pockets into bin. Search it. Nothing here. Now I'm going to get this brick. Oh, we can't do nothing with the brick. Ah, boo. Nothing here. Cupboard. Shears and screwdriver. Take them. Spare tire. Bucket. Battery charger. Can of oil. Oh, I can't give the haircut with the shears. Oh. Hammer. Do nothing. We know the hammer can be used over and over. Well, let's throw this stuff away again. I'm going to get that hammer. See if we can smash with it. What's over? It was in the end cupboard, wasn't it? Hammer. Take it. Smash the cupboard. Smash! Smash it. Do nothing. Oh, we can't smash people with it though, unfortunately. Smash it. Smash. Can we smash the tree? No. Unfortunate. What else can we smash? Smash it. Smash it. Smash it. Pile of rubble, search it. Still got the items in it. Cling film. Throw it. Take it. Do nothing. Oh, I remember something we can do with it. Cling film, I think. Smash it. Smash it. goes outside or whatever, doesn't it? Oh no, it goes back here. Okay. Upstairs we go again. Go upstairs. Find the right room. No, of course, it's the last one we check. Hey, here we go. Cover the toilet with film. That's a good trick. Squeeze your zits. Smash it. Can't squeeze your zits no more. Yeah, I think we get the idea of this game. Basically, be a dick to everyone. Forget what all the items do. Smash this chair. Wreck furniture. Yeah, so yeah. We'll move on. One more game, I think we can do. One more game. Hopefully it's not a stupid game. One that maybe works, perhaps. Scrabble Deluxe. Oh boy. Oh boy. Scrabble Deluxe by Leisure Genius. $15.95. 618 disc only. Keys only. Over a year ago, Leisure Genius brought out a computer version of the old favourite board game Scrabble. Now there is an enhanced disc-only version available for the 6128. Scrabble is a word game for 2 to 4 players in which any of the 4 players can be computer or human controlled. Each player has a rack of 7 letters from which he must make words to place on a board. The letters have different title values which range from 1 for the vowels and more common letters to 10 for Q and Z. On the board, there are 5 types of square, normal, double letter, triple letter, double word, and triple word scores. The double and triple letter scores multiply the value of the particular letter placed over it. The double and triple word squares multiply the score of the whole word. The normal squares have no effect on the scoring. When a word is placed on the board, the computer checks if it is in its dictionary. If it's not, it challenges you as to whether or not it is a valid word. Answering in the affirmative results in the computer accepting the word. Very generous of it. This reliance on your honesty means you can beat it hollow by making up words like Zachariah. But who wants to pay £16 just to get a superiority complex over a lovable CPC? The updated version has an increased vocabulary of over 20,000 words, 8 computer skill levels, and a clock option. Skill levels 5 to 8 scan through more of the vocabulary and often produce obscure words, which you will probably never have heard of. I mean, honestly, who ever heard of A, E, Odel, Oi, Oo, and such like? The clock option allows a time limit to be set for how long you and the computer have to place a word. The time limit can be anything from 1 second to 1 hour. The trouble is that once set, you've got to keep with it. A much easier task for the computer than you. If you get bored of waiting for the computer to choose a word, you can force it to play with whatever it's thinking about at that moment. If you're really stuck, you can ask the computer to give you a hint. It will scan your letters and the dictionary looking for a suitable word. The game can be saved for play later via the quit option. There are only 2 colours on the screen at any time. Shading is used to differentiate between the double and triple squares. but they do look different enough from each other to allow things to be clearly seen. There is no sound at all, but in a game like this it's not necessary. Scrabble worked fine on the CPC 464 with 64K RAM expansion. The thing that irritates me most about it is that you have to tap away on the cursor pad when you're trying to position your word, rather than having auto-repeat on the keys. If you like Scrabble and have trouble getting enough people to play it, then this game is for you. The computer opponents are tough at high levels and will give you a good game. The game is good but expensive at £16. First day target score. Beat computer on level 4. Second opinion. I've always enjoyed a good game of Scrabble, so it was nice to be able to take on a computer opponent. It's a little disappointing that they didn't make more use of colour coding on the board, and it's so expensive that it may not worry the enthusiast. Ideal for one or more players, but if their computer puts down "oi" one more time, I'm going to have coccyx, a triple word square. Coscyx. Good word. Green screen view. It looks the same in green as it does in colour. Okay. Off we go. Scrabble. Let's suck at Scrabble now. Mode 2 even. High resolution. Scrabble trademark and copyright licensed by J.W. Spee and Sons PLC. Laser Genius is a registered trademark of Winchester Holdings Limited. Software copyright 984, 85, 86, 87. Laser Genius. There's your board. Resume a game? No. Name of first player. Levels play 1. If you just press enter for level of play, it's computer player. If you just press enter for third player, that's it. See me think? Sure. Few racks? Sure. Placement speed? Default 3. Use clock? Sure. Into minutes? We'll give it 2 minutes. We've got to enter 02. 2 minutes, 0 seconds. Okay, here we go. I'm second player, huh? Enter your word. You put in darn. Well. Word. Darn. Put it down. Here you go. Try another word. No. Just thinking. Fine. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. I'll just go for easy then. It's easy thing. Down. Diet. Ooh. Hmm. Ooh. Ooh. Here we go. No. Ooh. Hmm. Ooh. Ooh. Is XI a word? Hmm. Try another word? No. Undo. You put a hoe. Oh. Ooh, I know what I could do. Sneaky. Here we go. Nope. Ew. Ooh. Mm. Mm. I'm running out of time. Ooh. The scores are tied somehow. Got a Q. He's got a Q. Gig. Um. Some vowels would help. Golf. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Here we go. Oh, jeez. Ooh. Uh-oh. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, ooh. Yeah, this game's silent. Can I do it? Sure. Oh no. It just wants you to replace it. Okay. That's what it does. poem. No, I'm getting my ass kicked. Actually, there. Tube. Mm. Mm. Can't do that. Dang it. I'm running out of time. No? No. I hit across. I'm sure I hit across. Echo. Easel. Cross. Here we go. Nope. It's an easel. It's a word. I'm sure it's a word. Look at this. It's got a Z as well as a Q. Oh, geez, I only got 3 things left. Oops. It's not what I wanted. Wanted. It was a good play. Q, Z, Y, and V. Come on. Oh, he's found something. Okay. Ye. What are we entering? Yeah, I forget that. How do you use the space? No expert on Scrabble. I pass. Some tiles are not in play. I don't know how to use the space tile, huh? No. Well, let's speed up the time here. Only gave it 2 minutes. What are you going to do? Pass. So you can pass. So, escape, pass, tab. What passes? Oh, 0. There you go. Pass, force. 2 to pass. You sure? Yes. Well, it's closer than thought it would be. But, yeah. I didn't expect to win. Well, that was